So, hello and welcome to Queendom TV. Today I'm going to be talking about how comparison is the thief of joy, and I'm going to be talking about it whilst we discuss Amanda Bynes. Now, I'm doing a whole new playlist talking about Amanda Bynes, and if you want to know why this is important and why we're supporting this movement, then please check out the first video that I did kind of introing all of this. But today I'm going to be talking about comparison because this seems to be something that played a massive role in how Amanda felt about herself and other things that were going on in particular. And I think it's important to see that sometimes just because we on the outside are looking at something and going, wow, you're amazing, that was so cool, it's interesting to see what goes on the other side, on the flip side of things, and how that can be affecting, how people are feeling. Now, the one thing I want to talk about in particular, and I think is a very, very negative habit of Hollywood, is the fact that, or rather Hollyweird as we like to call it on this channel, is the fact that there's always a need to compare different actors and different artists. And one of the people she was compared to the most is Lindsay Lohan. And I'm actually probably going to talk about Lindsay Lohan as well at some point. And the reason why those two are easily comparable, and I'm going to use those two for the sake of this video, is because Lindsay Lohan from an early age, and I'm even disgusted to actually say it, to be totally honest with you, was considered more of the sexier one, and Amanda was considered more of the quirky one. Now, for somebody like myself, I wasn't even thinking about that ever watching any of their shows. Obviously, the people in control, a lot of the time being men, older men as well, and women, they're the ones who are controlling, who are understanding these things and looking at these things. Because I started to think about it, guys, I started to look at it like, who are the ones who are actually who are actually making us think about these things in certain ways? Like, who is actually making us think we have to attribute just one personality type to somebody based on the way that they look? It's the industry itself, because they're the ones who are creating the content that's creating that thought process in our minds. And so to me, it just seems to be what they are doing is a representation of what is wanted from the people themselves who are in control, as opposed to what we are seeing ourselves as the consumers, if that makes sense. And so yes, there was this thing about them being compared. I was watching one documentary, I think her name is Mila Tequila. She was talking about how the comparison of like Lindsay Lohan doing Mean Girls, and then Amanda Bynes doing She's the Man. And so it's that whole thing of, the Mean Girls doing their little Christmas thing and looking all cute, and like, again, why are we sexualizing people in high school? I still don't understand. Or middle school, I can't remember how old they were. Either way, why is that being sexualized a good thing? And then you've got Amanda on the other hand pretending to be a guy and playing football, or soccer, as Americans call it. Guys, I would love to hear what you guys think of my American accent as well, for the Americans. But yes, and so again, this kind of comparison, and people talked about this in the media, and this is why I'm just like, the media just seems to me like the most evil demon of the entertainment industry, one of them. Like, why is the media, again, always comparing these people, talking about, oh, well, she looked like this and she looks like that? And these are the things, again, that was playing into, I believe, to how Amanda was feeling and why she started to act out in the way that she did, because she's already got her mum telling her that she's fat, and the reasons why she started even taking Adderall and all those things. And then on the other side, she's got being compared to Lindsay Lohan, and Lindsay Lohan's the sexy one. So as far as the voices of everybody else, she's ugly as far as her dad is saying, fat as far as her mum is concerned, the quirky one who can pass as a boy as far as her roles are concerned. Like, it's no wonder that she was feeling a way about herself and her identity. And you'll notice that a lot of the time she's very honest with the media when she does talk to the media about the work she wants to get done and how she wants to get her nose done and she wants to get this and that. And I really think a lot of it is because there's just been so much opinion going around, and it's so annoying that her work just couldn't speak for itself. And the fact that she's not even ugly, she's actually beautiful in my opinion. I think she's really, really beautiful. I thought she was so cool to see, like, a beautiful woman that was just funny, and it didn't have to be about all those other things. But once again, Hollywood strikes again. It's not seen as a positive. It's not being made to be a positive to her. And once again, we're in a situation where somebody is not really seeing themselves for the way that they truly are, clearly. And it's just a massive shame. And the industry is to blame for this. The industry is to blame because the industry is the one who knows why it's making things the way that they are. We're just the consumers, and yes, we support what we support. But sometimes I question myself, like, if we had been given a different, if what was considered popular in industry had been just made to be different, would we have just been happy with what had been made separately? Do you know what I mean? Or is, because I don't feel like it's like we love everything the way it is so much now. I think we're just used to it. And I think if things had been done differently, if children had been able to stay as children, I think we may still have genuinely been as interested in a lot of these child stars. It didn't have to become so weird and just Hollywood, you know. So anyways, you guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Other than that, also subscribe, please, if you're feeling the vibe and you want to join the tribe. And like the video if you did like it. Other than that, I'll see you in my next one. God bless you and goodbye.